Hello and welcome to TV9 News. This is Priyanka Deo. A lot is happening on social media, including the removal of US President Donald Trump's Facebook and Twitter accounts, as well as Twitter removing a tweet by Iran's supreme leader suggesting a conspiracy theory on the COVID-19 vaccine. These incidents have sparked heated dialogue and debate around the authority that big tech has. For instance, after Donald Trump's account got suspended, many people are accusing and calling out big tech for being lenient and forgiving towards a certain ideology, but unforgiving to anyone that opposes that ideology. The real worry, though, is more than just social media. Is big tech's influence on social media all we have to worry about? Or does India need to watch out for big tech in other ways? Here's what you need to know. As for India, big tech faces minimal regulation simply because at present India has little to none regulation for big tech. With no adequate data protection laws, no adequate cybersecurity measures in place yet, it's very easy for entities like big tech platforms to collect our data, invade our privacy, spread misinformation, and manipulate or influence users. The lack of regulation also means that it is possible for private entities to give money to influence big data and users of big data platforms. What India desperately needs to counter big tech is data safety, protection, and privacy regulation. But because of lack of regulation currently, big tech in India faces minimal consequences and also has the ability to disrupt local economies and affect our supply chains. With that being said, it's not just on social media that big tech is impacting us. It impacts the way we live, how we operate, and our economy as well. Think about it. We all used to take cabs and rickshaws before. Now it's become the norm to enter our info on the Uber or Ola app and call a cab. Ladies, we all used to go to salons to get our hair and nails done. Now we can order experts from apps like Urban Company to come to our homes and provide the same services. We all used to head to a restaurant if we wanted to eat out. Even if we wanted takeout, we still had to phone that restaurant or physically go to the restaurant to collect our food. Today, we don't hesitate to enter our information on Zomato or Swiggy and order from there. Like this, there are many industries that have been disrupted because of big tech. This includes social media, retail and e-commerce, food, financial services, dining, and even travel. Of course, there are many benefits and conveniences associated with big tech. But with India not prepared in terms of regulation, big tech can have some severe impacts on the nation. With that being said, how can big tech really impact all of us in India? 3 ways. First, as we have seen on social media, big tech can dictate and determine our free speech, which is a basic constitutional right for all of us. This means that if you say anything that platforms like Twitter and Facebook do not agree with, they can ban you, flag you, or like Donald Trump, simply suspend and delete your account as if it never existed. Second, like what's happened in mainstream media, social media platforms can ideologically polarize. Think about TV channels. Think of the completely opposite ideologies that Times Now and NDTV follow to report information to us. This can be cross-applied to digital platforms now, which means that platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat can also become outwardly polarized towards a certain ideology. What's the impact of this? A suppression of the right to free speech for many of us who use these platforms daily. The point of social media platforms is to let all of us users speak up and voice our opinions and views. But if social media becomes polarized according to ideology, there would be no neutrality and no real way to voice your opinion if you dare to oppose that platform's ideology. The third way that big tech can impact India is that they can sell India out. Remember, big tech needs a democratic society to function and build influence. Therefore, a country like China would never let big tech have as much free reign as it has in the USA or in India. But the catch is that big tech currently also needs China's massive market to function. Therefore, it's entirely possible for big tech to make deals with China. For instance, making platform users download and use Chinese apps, which would not be favorable for India. To avoid all of these scenarios or minimize big tech's impact as much as possible, India needs to act quickly to create, pass, and enforce legislation that not only protects our individual data from big tech, but also accounts for markets, competition, innovation, and works to keep big tech in check in a fair manner. Reporting for TV9 News, this is Priyanka Deo. Namaste.